First, we want to thank the Fair Board for the opportunity to host this event every year, our Broken Bow Ministerial Association. We're very thankful to the Methodist Church and Pastor Fowler, who allowed us to be here tonight. We have a couple other folks to be thankful to. The Borders Hotel provided room for these guys last night, and the Subway shop is feeding them, I think, later like kings. So give your shout out of thanks to those folks. And the rest of the program, we're going to turn it over to these folks. This group is, as you can see, for One Quartet. They'll tell you all about that when they come up. And there will be a love offering taken in the middle. So start counting now and be prepared to express your gratefulness to the Lord and to these guys for their ministry here tonight. And let's start with a word of prayer, shall we? We are very thankful, Father, for the freedom that we have in Christ and as Americans to gather, to express our love for you, to enjoy worship, and particularly tonight through psalm. And we commit this hour and, well, maybe more to you. We thank you for all you're going to do tonight, for the hearts that this music will touch, and maybe it'll be mine, maybe it'll be someone else's. So bless this time, Lord. Thank you so much for being in our midst. And we pray these things in the name of our Savior, the Lord Jesus Christ. Amen. 4-1.
Good evening. Oh, wow, good crowd. To the river I'm going, bring sin a couple if you don't sing them. Years I spent in vanity and pride, caring not my Lord was crucified, knowing not it was for me He died on Calvary. Mercy that was great and grace was free. Pardon there was multiplied to me. There my burdens so found liberty and Calvary. Down at the cross where my Savior died, down where I'm planted, from sin I cried, there to my heart was the blood of life. Glory to His name, glory to His name, glory to His name. There to my heart was the blood of life. Glory to His name. Come on, this right here will sing about 4 o'clock tonight. Well, I got to be back home by noon tomorrow. Jesus, so sweetly abides within. There at the cross where He took me in. Glory to His name. Come to this mountain so rich and sweet. Cast thy poor soul, Savior's feet. Plunging today and be made complete. Glory to His name. Glory to His name. Glory to His name. There to my heart was the blood of life. Glory to His name. Glory to His name. Glory to His name. There to my heart was the blood of life. Glory to His name. Yes, there to my heart was the blood of life. Glory to His
Some people ask us why we sing this good old gospel music and then our voices ring. But don't you go believe in words and putting on a show.
In it there's a message, oh we want you to know. We sing about Savior, about the new life He brings. He's the Lord of all creation, He's the King of kings. We're telling everybody, we're letting freedom ring. We sing about the good news, we sing about Savior, yeah.
I want to tell you how life should be. I had no direction, there was
No harmony, inside I was empty. I needed something more. Jesus was the answer, and that's what we're singing for. We sing about Savior, about the new life He brings. He's the Lord of all creation, He's the King of kings. We're telling everybody, we're letting freedom ring. We sing about the good news, we sing about Savior.
we just use the music and the harmony.
Tell about the Savior and what He's done for me.
We sing about
Savior, true, you better catch your plans for heaven. Cause I'll be there and shout everywhere my sins have been forgiven. Come on, shout, shout, Lord, have the Lord, and all the day that's gonna be. Come on, sing, sing, I'll sing the bass. We'll sing the harmony. I'll dance right down the streets of gold on the Little Breeze Avenue. I'll clap my hands and praise the Lord and shout over heaven. When you hear the word and my heart stir, the tear of joy comes to my eye. It doesn't bother me in the tears you see. I've been mad at I know the Lord above is looking down and love is watching everything I do. On some sweet day I'll shout all where I'm sailing through the air. Come on, shout, shout, and one day that's gonna be. Come on, sing, sing, I'll sing the bass. We'll sing the harmony. I'll dance right down the streets of gold on the Little Breeze Avenue. I'll clap my hands and praise the Lord and shout, oh heaven, oh shout, shout, oh heaven, oh heaven, all day that's gonna be. Come on, sing, sing, sing the bass. We'll sing the harmony. I'll dance right down the streets of gold on the Little Breeze Avenue. I'll clap my hands and praise the Lord and shout, 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 overhead, shout, shout, oh shout, 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 oh shout. I can tell right now you know we must amuse you all. Wow, I tell you what, it is a thrill for One Quartet to be here this evening. It is our second stop in this great state of Nebraska. And I tell you what, this is I believe it's our first time singing as a group, well, second time in the state. And we've enjoyed this morning, a great service with some dear people not too far from here. And I'm not, what was it, Ann something? Ansley. Is that say right? Ansley, yes, that was a great crowd this morning, great people to sing to, and you guys are going to bring. Let me just introduce the guys real quick. One Quartet. How many have heard One Quartet before? Well, where y'all been? We've been singing for about 10 minutes. I tell people everywhere we go, I would love to be a bass singer. I really would. I think every band, I can't even do it. So I don't like a bass singer. I really do. I can't even burp low. Every time I try to burp, it don't come out low either. So I can't do it. I would love to walk into my kitchen one morning and look at my dear wife and say, hello, darling, about like this right here. Hello, darling. Yeah, every man should sound like that, and he's doing a great job singing our bass part tonight. Would you welcome Mr. Hank Vanderloon from Hudsonville, Michigan? I would not want to walk in the bedroom or in the kitchen, look at my wife, and sound like this one over here. But, hello, darling! No, I can't even get that high. Well, it comes no funner singing the girly part in our group. This is our tenor singer. I'm going to get like a girl, too. True story. The Lord allows us to go sing in Florida in the wintertime. That's the only time it's really fun to go to Florida. And we did 2 RV parks. We've been doing the same 2 RV parks for the last 3 years. And we got to the RV park, and the promoter came up to me and she said, you got you a new tenor singer this year, didn't you? I said, no, I didn't. She said, yes, you did. I said, no. It takes him a whole year to grow a beard. He's from Fort Wayne, Indiana, which is up with John Croy singing the tenor. Over 6 years ago, my wife came to me and she said, Jim, you need a hobby. I don't know what that's supposed to mean. I don't know if it's a good thing or a bad thing. And I said, babe, I'm singing some gospel groups before. Let's start something. So we started, and a lot of people say, well, how'd you come up with the name One Quartet? It's just 4 guys singing for one God. That's how we came up with that name. And we enjoyed singing gospel music all over. 3 years ago, it went from being a hobby to being a full-time ministry. We were traveling all over the country. Last weekend, I think, were we in Canada last weekend? I can't even remember now. We were in Michigan. And then the week before that was Canada.
And then we were there in New York. So the Lord is just letting us go all over the place singing quartet-style music. We enjoy it. Next to me, singing the baritone part. He's from Grand Rapids, Michigan, by way of Florida. I don't know how you do that. Usually people from Michigan move to Florida. He moved from Florida up to Michigan to be with the grandkids. Would you welcome George Pushkar singing the baritone part? Here's a song that George brought us, a little acapella song. How many like acapella music? Bunch of you. Well, here goes just like this.
I can tell you about the coming of the judgment, very well, very well. I'm going to tell you about the coming of the judgment, very well, very well. There's a better day coming, very well, very well. There's a better day coming, very well, very well. In that great, in the morning, very well, very well. In that great, in the morning, very well, very well. When you see the lightning flashing, when you hear the thunder crashing, when you see the stars falling, when you hear the chariots calling, good news, chariots coming, good news, chariots coming, so glad chariots coming, I don't want to be left out.
There's a long white road in heaven, I know.
Long white road in heaven, I know. Long white road in heaven, I know. I said good news, chariots coming, good news, chariots coming, so glad chariots coming, and I don't want to be left out. In the great, in the morning, very well, very well. In the morning, very well, very well. In that great, in the morning, very well, very well. In that great, in the morning, very well, very well.
And we had a hymn book. Nowadays, anyone do praise and worship, which is fine, but I grew up. Well, let me just say this real quick. I don't like change. How many like change? I don't like change at all, really. I don't. There's a difference between spontaneous, and I do like being spontaneous, but not change. Spontaneous works this way. You get hungry for a Big Mac, you run to McDonald's and get it. That's being spontaneous. Change is when you pick up the Bible one morning, when you turn 40, and you can't see the words on the page no more. I don't like change. But I grew up in the church with the hymn books, no gospel songs. How many like the old songs? Wait a minute. Bunch of old people. Oh, no, I'm just teasing. I'm just teasing. You might recognize this old gospel song. You just sing this and out with it. It goes like this. I'm satisfied with just got below. A little silver and a little gold. City, where the rest will shine. I wanna go on that silver line. I got a mansion just over the hilltop, in that bright land where we'll never grow old. And someday I we'll never more wander upon us all. So MK. Y'all hold that against me. They're the most messed up people you'll ever meet in life. I don't mean preacher's kid, I'm an MK. If you know what an MK is, it's a missionary's kid. That's even worse kids. And I grew up in Sunday school. Anybody else go to Sunday school like me? Wait a minute. Wow, what you did. Now, we get the honor and privilege to go around to a lot of different places and sing in a lot of different churches. And nowadays, you know, when we were in Florida, man, we drove by some churches. I'm thinking, oh my goodness, how'd they come up with that name? There's some crazy names of churches out there. And you know what? And usually every church thinks they got it right. It's my way, or you ain't going to make it to heaven. And somehow, I don't know how we get to that place, but somehow we do. We teach our youngins right, we give them a good foundation, and then once we get old, we just think we got to complicate things all up. Think about this for a minute. Jesus loves me, this I know for what? The Bible tells me so. Yes. My goodness. If we would just go back to that foundation of Jesus loves me, this I know. No matter how messed up you are, Jesus does love you. I love singing those old Sunday school songs, and we would love for you to participate in it right here. This is the one you might know. It goes like this. Jesus loves me, this I know, for the Bible tells me so. Little ones to him belong. They are weak, but he is strong. Here we go. Yes, Jesus loves me. Oh, yes, Jesus loves me. Yes, Jesus loves me. The Bible tells me so. Well, we know that when you probably say, this light of mine, I'm gonna let it shine. This light of mine, I'm gonna let it shine, let it shine, let it shine, let it shine. Well, hide under the bush, no, I'm gonna let it shine. Hide under the bush, no, I'm gonna let it shine, let it shine, let it shine, let it shine. And here's my favorite verse. Don't let Satan blow you out. I'm gonna let it shine. Don't let Satan blow you out. I'm gonna let it shine, let it shine, let it shine, let it shine. Real, this is light. I'm gonna let it shine. This is light of mine. I'm gonna let it shine, let it shine, let it shine, let it shine. This is light of mine. I'm gonna let it shine. This is light of mine. I'm gonna let it shine, let it shine, let it shine, let it shine. All right, now I saw a couple of you doing those hand motions for that Jesus loves me. Come on up here. You know the ones you were, so come on with your brother in the blue shirt. You did a good job. I need you up here, youngin'. And here's right now. Because this is part of my little program. Come on up here. You know you can only let your light shine because Jesus loves me. This I know. For the Bible tells me so. Little ones to him belong. They are weak, but he is strong. Here we go. Yes, Jesus loves me. Oh, yes, Jesus loves me. Yes, Jesus loves me. The Bible tells me so. We are a senior living facility. Being full-time, a lot of groups can't afford to do that, but we try to go in there, and God has placed it on our heart as a missions cause. And one time we just got done doing that little set right there, and Jesus Loves Me, and This Alive Night. And there was this person out in the crowd that the senior just said, do, Lord. And I'm thinking, oh my goodness, I haven't heard since I was about 13 years old. You guys remember that one? Yeah, a bunch of hands around out there, so let's do it. Here we go. Do, Lord, do, Lord, do, that for me. Do, Lord, do, Lord, do that for me. Do, Lord, do, Lord, do that for me. Way beyond the blue. I got hope in glory that I'll shine the sun. I got hope in glory that I'll shine the sun. I got hope in glory that I'll shine the sun. Way beyond the blue. Do Lord, do Lord, do that for me. Do Lord, do Lord, do that for me. Do Lord, do Lord, do that for me. Way beyond the blue. Way beyond the blue. Well, we're from a little town that I told you about earlier, Reed City, Michigan. In Reed City, Michigan, we're not big at all. We have us a Burger King and McDonald's, a Pizza Hut, and one traffic light in the whole town. But in our little town, we also, bro, you guys have more one? Got two. Yeah, so you're bigger than we are. But in our little town, we also have a museum in our town. And it's pretty cool. It's called the Old Rugged Cross Museum. And the reason why it's there is because George Bernard, the guy who authored the song, Old Rugged Cross, is from that neck of the woods. And this is one, I tell you, we sing in a lot of senior places. This is one you walk into a memory care unit, and you see the blank stares on the faces, and they look at you, and you start, Jesus Loves Me, or the Old Rugged Cross, and all of a sudden they start flooding their eyes, and all of a sudden they start singing right back at you. It's what's planted deep is going to come out. Would you all sing that little hymn with us like this? On a hill far away stood an old rugged cross, the emblem of suffering and shame. And I love that old cross, where the dearest and best for a world of lost sinners.
none other has ever
That sounded like a major choir up here. Thank you for singing. Well, I tell you what, I grew up in a church where if you laughed out loud in church, somebody looked down their nose at you. It was a real starchy church. Anybody like that? And I don't know why it is. My wife and I and Johnny were watching a YouTube clip the other day of a Christian comedian. And the guy said this, and it really struck home to me because I was raised in a really strict church. He said this, he said, what good dad would not want to hear his kids laugh in his house? That's right. Think about that for a minute. Sometimes we need to have, well, goodness gracious, God is a God of humor. Look up here. He must have some humor to great beings like us up here. And if you ever watched The Grumpier Old Man, that's what it's like feeling like going down the road in the RV with these two old guys on the end. We love humor. And I tell you what I love humor is nothing like a good laugh. Laughter is medicine for the soul. And I tell you, the next few minutes are going to be a little fun, a little laughter for you. I told you earlier my daddy was a preacher and a missionary. But he was also the most romantic man I've ever met in my life. Don't look at me that way, ladies. I know you know what romance is. My daddy loved singing old love songs to my mama. And his favorite artist was Jim Reeves. Anybody remember Jim Reeves? I'm going to see a bunch of hands go up on that. Now, the first time I ever heard this song, I was 6 years old in the back seat of a 1970 something. I can't remember what year in the 70s, but it was a Ford LTD station wagon. Big old boat. Four-barrel car grader, big old boat. And my dad would turn and sing this song to my mom, and I thought, oh my goodness, I need to go get some counseling. Oh, it was crazy. So here's how it went. He'd sing this right here. Put your sweet lips a little closer to the phone, and let's pretend that we're together all alone. I'll tell the man to turn the jukebox way down low. You'll have to tell that man with you. He'll have to what? You know what? Go. What a jukebox with a record is, Johnny, you got your iPod on? This is their idea of a jukebox right here. You can put about 10,000 songs on that thing. And, so I just got a question for the older ones in the crowd. How much did you have to pay to play a song in the jukebox? Just scream around. A quarter. I even heard a nickel. I guess it depends how old you are. Last time I played one was in a Pizza Hut, 1980 something. Paying a whole dollar bill to play a song. And the artist was named Amy Grant. And the biggest song she had out then was called Baby Baby. And it was the rage. Now, I got another question for y'all tonight. How many of you have children? Wave at me. Wow. Very nice. Be proud of your kids. Raise one more time. I'm not convinced you're proud of your. There we go. Now we got grandkids. Wow, good deal. Well, the best part of being a grandparent, I got 8 kids. Thank the Lord, only 2 are at home now. 3 grandchildren. And the best part of being a grandparent is this right here. When they get rowdy and rambunctious and you get them on a sugar high, you can send them right on home with mom and dad. How many got great-grandchildren? Wait a minute. Wow, got some up there too. I was doing this little senior place in Iowa, Ames, Iowa, about a year ago, and I asked the same question. I said, how many got children? Raise your hand. How many got grandchildren? Got to the great-great-grandchildren. And there's a guy about 10 feet away from me, and he just screamed out bloody murder. He said, they're all great! I said, yeah, that's true, they're all great. But really, if you had children in your house, you know this to be a fact. Usually, your children don't like the same style of music you do. Is that not true? Was for me too. At 6 years old, my daddy loved Jim Reeves, George Beverly Shea, Tennessee Ernie Ford. All good singers. And since Daddy liked them, I liked them. I was 6. 13? A little boring. 40? I don't know how it works. I like Jim Reeves all over again. Well, it's the way it is. And so at 13, I was kind of raised through the 80s, and so I went in my room one day, and I thought, man, there's got to be somebody besides those 3 artists. Got my Walkman out. Do you remember the Walkman? The big old fluffy earbuds thing. I'd done shot my ears from playing that thing too loud. So I set that down, got my boom box out. You remember the boom box? A bunch of 80 people know that one. And I got on the FM dial on that thing, and I started going down to the radio channels, and I came across this country station. I thought, my goodness, they sound good. There was this quartet out of the hills of Tennessee. They had a bass singer, a tenor singer, and they were little rally bunch. They were called the Oak Ridge Boys. You ever heard of the Oak Ridge Boys? We put together an Oak Ridge Boys song for you, and it goes like this.
Touch a hand, make a friend if you
I already told you about my daddy. He was a strict man. He come walking up the stairs, opened up my bedroom door, and said, "What is all that racket in here?" I thought, "Come on, Dad, Jim Reeves or the Ogres Boys." I think I choose the Ogres Boys. Well, you know how family life goes. Everybody's got to give and take a little bit. So I went to my boombox, searching down to the radio dial again. Came across this other radio station playing good old country music and another quartet. These guys a little more stoic than the Ogres Boys. They were a pretty good bunch of guys. They were called the Statler Brothers. I remember the old Statler Brothers. Well, here's an old love song the Statler Brothers did. I hope you enjoy it. It goes like this.
Pass me by one sunny day, that's the big brown line away, and oh, I wanted you forevermore. I'm not one that gets around, swear my feet stuck to the ground, and though I never did meet you before. Hello, Mary Lou, goodbye, heart, goodbye, heart, sweet Mary Lou, I'm so in love with you. I knew Mary Lou, but we never part. So hello, Mary Lou, goodbye, heart. Hear the song? I saw your lips, I heard your voice. Believe me, I just had no choice. My horse is gonna make me stay away.
You're gonna hurt yourself.
Hello, Mary Lou, goodbye, heart, goodbye, heart. Sweet Mary Lou, I'm so in love with you. In love with Mary, I knew Mary Lou, but we never part. So hello, Mary Lou, goodbye, heart. I said hello, Mary Lou, goodbye, heart, goodbye, heart. Sweet Mary Lou, I'm so in love with you. In love with Mary, I knew Mary Lou, but we never part. So hello, Mary Lou, goodbye, heart. I said hello, Mary Lou, goodbye, heart, goodbye, heart. Sweet Mary Lou, I'm so in love with you. In love with Mary, I knew Mary Lou, that we never part. So hello, Mary Lou, goodbye, heart. I said hello.
Quartet music, and here's one that is a good old gospel song. I don't know if you ever heard J.D. Sumner, but J.D. Sumner wrote the song and said, "God made a way." It goes just like that.
City far beyond the sky, I have made my reservation for my home on high. My soul was born in Calvary, my Father's only son. And me as my pension ready when my work is done. On me the way for me, beyond the streets to see. God will be back today, gonna take me home to stay. I'll live for it forevermore. On that shore, the wonderful happy day, God made a way. Soon my mansion will be ready, I'll be going home. Never more to be discouraged, never more to roam. And on some happy morning, when all day bright shall rise, I'm not going to leave my Lord up yonder in the sky. God made a way for me, beyond the streets to see. God will be there today, gonna take me home to stay. I'll live forevermore. I'm not going that shore, the wonderful happy day. God made a way. God made a way for me. Beyond the streets, come and someday take me home to stay. I'll live over my golden shore.
one more than take an offering. I want to take an offering. He said halfway through. This is about 3/4 of the way through, just so you're not getting scared out of your mind. 3/4 of the way. But real quick, I want to tell you what's on our table real fast. No, John, I don't even want to do that right now. We'll do that at the end. I'll do that at the end. I want to do this one here. Anybody? Now, I was born in Cincinnati, Ohio, which is right across the river from Louisville, Kentucky. My mom was born in London, Kentucky. Is there any hillbillies in this room? I got one hand. Now, folks, this is going to be our last time before we do the love offering. So this is when you can pitch babies if you want. No, I'm just teasing. Don't pitch. This is a foot stomping, toe tapping, hand clapping one. This is our hillbilly song. We'll make hillbillies out of this one. Come on, here we go.
On that right turn shore, where the saints of God shall gather and live on forevermore. It's a land of love and glory, land where my possessions lie. I'm bound for the land of Canaan when I die. Oh yes, I'm bound for the land of Canaan, yes I am. And my love and the grace of God, truly I'm mighty gaining ground. Some happy day, some happy day. I'll stand and sing praises over in Canaan, happy land. All right, I need the biggest broken bowl yeehaw you've ever heard. Come on, here we go. One more time. In the land of rest eternal, where the living waters flow. In the land of one day guaranteed, these mortals as I know. Some sweet morning I'll be singing glory, glory to the land. Yes, I am. Yes, I am. Yes, I'm for the land of Canaan. Yes, I am. And my love and the grace of God. Truly I'm mighty gaining ground. Some happy day with all the ransom. I'll stand and sing praise over in Canaan's happy land. Oh, yes, I'm bound for the land of Canaan. And by the love and the grace of God, surely I'm gaining some happy day with all the ransom. I'll stand and sing praises over in Canaan's happy land. Yes, for the land of Canaan, yes I am. And by the love and the grace of God, surely I'm gaining ground. Some happy day with all the ransom. I'll stand and sing praises over in Canaan's happy land. Praises over in Canaan's happy land. And by the love and the grace of God, truly I'm mighty gaining ground. Some happy day with all the ransom. I'll stand and sing praise over in Canaan's happy land. Oh yes, I'm bound for the land of Canaan, yes I am. And by the love and the grace of God, truly I'm mighty gaining ground. Some happy day with all the ransom. I'll stand and sing His praise over in Canaan's happy land. We'll sing His praise over in Canaan's happy land. It's gonna be a happy land.
I will tell you, everything you put in the offering plate tonight goes to feed hungry children. Me and John's.
What's even funnier than that is I told these guys, you might get a better offering if you wear some Custer gear. And I hope that you will honor their commitment to Nebraska football, at least momentarily. You know, as you heard, these guys drove from Michigan, and they are driving through the night tonight to get back so that the sweet lady upstairs can be at work tomorrow afternoon. That'd be Jim's wife. And so you need to pray for them in that regard, but now let's honor them. I mean, they came a long way to be here in Custer County, and let's give them a very generous offering, especially since there's probably some folks who didn't get to the concert because of all of the confusion about where it would be. We're glad you're here. We're glad One Quartet is here. Let's ask the Lord to bless these gifts. Father, you're the giver of every good gift. We're so thankful that you gifted us with music. It's a way that you can reach to our soul and allow us to experience a little bit of something of your creation. Lord, thank you for blessing us in so many ways. And now, Lord, just honor those that honor these guys back through their giving now and ultimately honor you. So take these gifts, give these guys opportunities to reach out, as they said, into nursing homes and many other places. We thank you, Lord, for allowing us to be here tonight. In Jesus' name.
Thank you. They'll be passing the plates. And while they
If
do
you
that,
are a pastor or ever had one, you can help pass out these plates. Need about 4 people who are willing to do that. Thank you.
awesome. Thank you very much. While they're getting ready to pass the plates, let me just, a little while ago we featured the bass singer. Now I want to feature the girly singer. Now, Johnny, here's one that you've got to sing like pretty, okay? No screaming, nothing. Just real pretty. I'll give you hand motions and let you know what you're doing wrong, okay? Hit Glory Road. Guys, we know this one, so we're going to back him up on this. So here we go. Let's just have a little fun with this one. Okay, ready? Are you ready? Fine.
This is slow, you're traveling time, desert or dear.
Let's get it.
Is there hope for tomorrow? Put your trust in me. For on this glory road I'm traveling, in times I stumble.
And some of you will get that here in a minute. Well, how many like praise and worship music? Wait a minute. When I first this rage come out, praise and worship, I had to have a little talk with Jesus about it because I didn't like change. Remember, I talked about change. And then churches want to put these big screens up on the walls, and I already told you I liked hymn books till I turned 40. Now when they want to put the words up on the big screens where I can see it triple-sized font, I'm okay with it. Here's a praise and worship song we found, comes right out of scriptures. If you know this one, I want you to sing with us. I'm glad I serve an everlasting God who has everlasting arms. You know what? Sing that one.
Surrender as we wait upon the Lord. We will wait upon the Lord as we wait upon the Lord. Surrender as we wait upon the Lord. We will wait upon the Lord as we wait upon the Lord. Our God, you reign forever. Our hope, our strong Redeemer. You are the everlasting God, the everlasting God. You do not faint, you won't grow weary. You're the defender of the weak, and you comfort those in need, and you lift us up on wings like now we're going to sing it one more time. You've been sitting a while. Why don't you stand? Help us out till we get it. Here we go. Come on, here we go. Surrender as we wait upon the Lord. We will wait upon the Lord as we wait upon the Lord. Surrender as we wait upon the Lord. We will wait upon the Lord as we wait upon the Lord. Our God, you reign forever. Our hope, our strong Redeemer. You are the everlasting God, the everlasting God. You do not faint, you won't grow weary. You're not defender of the weak. You comfort those in need. You lift us up on wings like eagles. Safe and secure from all alarm. You are the everlasting God, the everlasting God. You do not faint, you won't grow weary. You're the defender of the weak, and you comfort those in need. You lift us up on wings like you may be seated.
I don't know about you. I don't know how people do without God. I was about 27 years old when I gave my life to Jesus. Can't get to heaven on my own my mom and dad's salvation. I had my own experience. So I don't know how folks do it without a personal relationship with Jesus Christ. I'm glad I serve a God who has everlasting arms, and He's everlasting. When things in life can throw curveballs at you, I don't know who you turn to if you don't turn to God. My wife and I had a son, he was 17 years old at the time. It's been about 2 years ago. In December of that year, he really came down with some crazy symptoms. He was sleeping about 23 hours a day. Couldn't keep any food down, couldn't stand any light in the room. Now, he's had an autoimmune disease since he was 3, so my wife actually just thought, well, maybe his autoimmune disease is coming back and I'll go get him checked out. So she took him up to our local hospital and took him to the emergency room, and they checked him out, sent him home, and said, he's got the flu. It'll be over in a couple days. A couple days later, same symptoms. She took him back. Same thing happened. They sent him home. December 7th, my wife got fed up with that. She took him down to our big town in West Michigan called Grand Rapids, Michigan, and there's a children's hospital there called DeVos Children's Hospital. And they admitted him that day in the hospital December 7th and started running tests. Came to my wife December 9th and said, Devin needs to have a lumbar puncture. He's getting some swelling going on in his brain and some swelling going behind his eyes, and we don't want him to lose his eyes. But before we do that lumbar puncture, we better do an MRI on it and make sure we're not overlooking something that's going on in the brain. December 9th is my wife's birthday. So while all the family was there that day, we were worried about Devin, 8 of us trooped down to the cafeteria to celebrate her birthday as they wheeled our son off to do an MRI. We were just finishing our supper that evening, and they said, the doctor's back, would you please come? And we made our way up to the room, and the doctor went around the whole room. I've been on staff at churches, been a pastor, and I've seen doctors that have good bedside manners, and then some that not so good. This guy had the best. He was very kind. Asked us how we related to Devin in the bed. Then he said this, we can't do that lumbar puncture tonight because the MRI showed something. Devin has blood clots in his brain. Now folks, when I say blood clots, I don't mean 1 or 2 or even 5 or 10. You have 2 main arteries that go across the top of your head back down to your carotid artery. He had 0 blood flow in either one of them. They were completely shut down with blood clots. They said, we called a neurologist in. We're taking Devin straight from this floor up to ICU, and we don't know what we're going to do. Sure enough, we got up to the next floor, and the neurologist met us at the elevator. He was still in his street clothes from coming in from home. Serious. I sent the word out, please start praying for Devin. Phone calls, Facebook, did it all. And people all over the country started praying for our son. It took him 14 days to get him stabilized, where you could have a little light in the room. Sent him home in 14 days. That turned into going back every month to see how things were progressing. He had to take 2 shots of heparin a day. 1 month, 2 months, 3 months, 4 months. 4th month we went back. Walked in. Now, I have no clue, folks, why in the world the Children's Hospital wants to have a child get an MRI at 5:30 in the morning. But they do there. So we went in at 5:30, had an MRI. 11:30, we met with the neurologist and his blood doctor. And his neurologist came in that day, and he had a little giddy-up in his step. He was just excited. He said, I got to show you something. And there was this computer screen there on the wall, and he pulled it closer to us and showed us the MRI image of December 9th. And then that day he was blood clot free. 0 blood clots. Yeah, you can clap your hands on that one. I'm just here to tell you, I serve an everlasting God who has everlasting arms, and He's still the great physician. Now, sometimes stories don't end that well. Sometimes you get the ultimate healing, but I'm so thankful that Devin is still with us. He had to go through his heparins for about another 3 months, and then they cleared him because he wanted to play football. Don't have a clue what mom needed to let him play football after blood clots, but we did. A week later, he totaled out his car. Not a scratch on it. I think God has something special for Devin, don't you? Back up in that hospital, on the 14th floor of Children's DeVos Hospital, they put a little chapel. During those days, I'd make my way up there and talk to Jesus, because sometimes that's all you can do for Him, just talk to the Heavenly Father. You know, tonight you might be sitting there and you might think, you know what? I've had people tell me that I'm not good enough to go to Jesus. That's wrong. Or you might feel, you know, I've done so much in my life, I think I'm worthy to talk to Him. That's wrong. Because friends, no matter what comes in your life, you can go to Jesus not just one time, but you can go to Jesus again and again and again and again and again. You listen to this words of this song that bless your heart. It goes like this.
You ask me why I'm smiling. You ask me why I'm free. Why it seems I have no worries, and I live a life of ease. I'll believe you when I tell you I've seen the strongest flow. And when I need shelter, I have a place to go.
How many of you remember Peter? He was a little rambunctious, really was. He's a guy that chopped somebody's ear off in a garden. You remember that story, right? And then you remember the story about Jesus walking on the water, and he says, Lord, if you bid me come, I can get out of this boat and walk on water to you. And he got out of the boat, took his eyes off Jesus. What happened to him? Sunk right on down, didn't he? Well, you know, I rearranged the church, and most of these guys, we've talked about it. Every time that text been taken, they always say, look, Peter messed up. He lost his faith. He went down. Well, that's true. But you know there's 11 other guys in the boat that day. Did any of them get out of the boat? Not a one of them, did they? Not a one of them had faith. Now, that just shows me something. Once in a while, you're going to falter and fail when you get out of your comfort zone. When you get out of your little box, and you're serving Jesus, once in a while, you're going to falter and fail. But did Jesus let Peter drown? No, he didn't. And he's not going to let you drown either. Sink or swim, I'm going to get my feet wet.
Jesus came to Peter, walking on the sea. If you're not a ghost, have me step out. He said, Peter, come to me. He didn't have to leave that boat. The other surely stayed with his eyes fixed on Jesus. Oh, you could hear him say, I'm going to get my feet wet. I'm going to step out. From the boat to the water when the Lord says come, I'm going to give a shout. I like the little falter, but he'll see me through. I'm going to get my feet wet. Oh, how about you? You know, Peter gets the bad rap, but when we talk about his faith, we need to follow his example. I'm not playing it safe. And when Jesus starts calling me, I must be ready for him. I need to step on out like Peter. It's time to sink or swim. I'm going to get my feet wet. I'm going to step down. From the boat to the water when the Lord says come, I'm going to give a shout. I like the little falter, but he'll see me through. I'm going to get my feet wet. Oh, how about you? Then on the judgment day when he calls me home and he heals me from all sin, I'll be standing on the banks of the Jordan River. I'm going to wait right here. I'm going to get my feet wet. I'm going to step out. From the banks to the water when the Lord says come, I'm going to give a shout. I'm not going to falter. I'm ready to go. I'm going to get my feet wet. I'm on the way home. I'm going to get my feet wet. I'm on the way home. I'm going to get my feet wet. I'm on my way home.
Say something about product, and we'll do one more at the end here. Real quick, I need some hands to go up on this. How many do Facebook? Get your hands way up there and keep them up there. Guys are going to come around and give you a business card. Keep them up there. Keep your hands up there. Rest of you look around, look at all the gossipers in the room. No, I'm just teasing. I really am. I do Facebook. Now, the guys are going to keep your hands up. They're going to come around and give you some cards here. And this is a big help to us. If you come find us on Facebook and hit our like button and follow us, that does help us out a lot. Then you can write stuff on our Facebook page. And you said, Johnny, you look terrible in that coat. And you sounded like a girl for sure. And then about 10 minutes from then, I'm going to come and delete all that stuff right back out of there. But we would love for you to come follow us on Facebook. We would love that. Real quick, we do have 3 CDs, Quartet CDs on the table tonight. We're blessed. We got one that's almost done. It's in post-production right now. And we're excited to be released in September. But this is a 3 we have on the table. A lot of them we did off these CDs tonight. 1 for $10, or you can get all 3 of them for $20. We would love for you to pick those up tonight. All 3 for $20. George has a CD on the table. It's a solo project. That great Getting Up Morning, that a cappella song. And what you can do in the studio these days is amazing. He went in there and laid all 4 parts down. That's on there, and you're going to pick that up. It's 1 for $5, 2 for $8 on there. Then a lot of people these days don't even like CDs. If you go to Walmart these days, a lot of taking the CDs out, they're like crazy. So a lot of people do their digital download stuff. And we got our 3 projects on that way. You can take them home that way. It's cheaper, much cheaper to do it that way. You can take these home, and you enter in go to cdbaby.com, enter in the code on the back of the card, and you can download it on any smart device, iPads, computers, laptops, whatever. And all 3 of them, you can get them for $3 each, so if you're getting basically all 3 of them for $9 that way. They also make a great gift. You can tuck it in a card and send it to somebody and say, hey, check these guys out, listen to their music. We would love for you to come by and get there. Now we have some t-shirts. Now, 3 of them out there, 3 different titles. We call them our song title t-shirts. My wife said, we got to do this one as soon as we had our thing with Devin. It just simply says, when dangers are closing in, you can run to Jesus again and again and again. It's a great t-shirt. We would love for you to come pick them up. We're blown out of them this week. My wife just made an order, and we're almost out of them so far. But we would love for you to pick that up. And it's great. You can wear this to Walmart. Lord knows people wear the craziest things to Walmart these days. So you get in a line and you're wearing that t-shirt, and somebody might just ask you, what does that mean? And you can tell them about Jesus. Get out of your comfort zone, right? And there's another t-shirt on our table that says, sink or swim, I'm going to get my feet wet. It's that song we just sang. Well, that will just get you out of your box and get your feet wet right there. So you might want to pick that one up. But we would love for you to pick those t-shirts up. Last but not least, we want to tell you about this. I told you earlier we get to sing in senior living facilities, and we love our seniors. My wife, I'm thinking she don't want me home much more these days because this year we're going 200 concert dates on the road. All those 200, about 80 of them will be in senior living facilities. And we love singing our senior living facilities. Now I got to tell you a real brief story, and hopefully I can keep it brief. Back in, I told you earlier we would do Florida in the wintertime. January we were down there and we did this senior living place and we had a great time. In fact, the whole theme was a cruise. Remember that, boys? The cruise ship. And we had a ball singing for those people. When we got done, this activities lady came around to me and said, Jim, I got to have you for Easter Sunday. And I thought, Easter Sunday? Well, I know we're going to be back down in there for Palm Sunday, and then we're supposed to come home. And I'm thinking, she'll forget about One Quartet ever existed. Oh no. 3 weeks before we went down on our second tour, my wife gets this call. And she says, I gotta have those guys. All the families are coming to invite all the families. We're going to have a big banquet on Easter brunch, and we're going to have all these people here. 250 people. Can I have them? And my wife said, I don't know. Let me check with Jim. So she texted me real fast. We worked together. She texted me and said, what do I do? What do I do? I said, babe, ask her how much she can pay us. All these guys draw a salary around the road. And don't take, pennies to run a gasoline engine all the way down to Florida and back. And to stay in Florida for an extra week, we thought, oh my, they're going to pay us a whole bunch. Then she rolled back to my wife what was going to be, and she told me, I thought, oh my, that's not even going to pay one of the guys' salaries, much less all of us. So babe, I think you're going to have to tell her no. Honest to God, as soon as it came out of my mouth, I get a little tap on my shoulder from God. And he said this, what are you doing this for? I said, oh boy. Okay, babe, tell her we're coming. She does all of our booking. I said, you better get on the phone and book us up. And I kid you not, this is honest truth. From Palm Sunday, if you go back and look at our calendar on our website, you can do it, check it out tonight. From Palm Sunday to Easter Sunday, she had us running ragged all over Florida. We did 16 senior living facilities from Palm Sunday to Easter Sunday. Easter Sunday morning we got up and we did a church service with these dear folks. Then we went to that brunch with that young lady and her big old 250 crowd, and we had some of the guys got lamb out. They liked that, some cooked lamb. Johnny and I, we didn't want to work for the lamb, were we? And then we were from there to another senior living place, and we sang there and then got to come home. I tell you all that because all these senior living places have budgets. They can pay entertainment budgets, but they're very small budgets usually. And the Lord dealt with me and said, you know what, Jim, this should be your missions cause. 401's missions. And why it was, we feel like there might be the last time they hear a good gospel message from 4 boys like us. So we need the church's help. And we come to people like you and say, would you help donate to our missions cause? And you might say, well, how do I do that? Well, for a $50 donation, it helps us out a ton. Get down the road and get in these senior living places and pay the guys and make sure all the bills are paid. And for that $50 donation, we want to give you a gift back. And in this gift, you can tell it's really cute. Starts out as a little cute cupcake holder, right? You see that, right? All you ladies, yeah, come on, man. And inside there, you get to pick and choose a t-shirt off the table. That goes inside of it. And then you have a promotional DVD for the National Quartet Convention in Pigeon Forge, Tennessee. 3 of our CDs, a copy of the Singing News magazine, and a download card. And it's not a lot, but it's our way of saying thank you back to you for giving our missions cause. Have you enjoyed the guys tonight? Would you let them know? We have immensely enjoyed our time. I hope we can come back. I really do. My wife said to me yesterday, she said, do you realize that they tell me that you got to have a crane to get you guys all your stuff up on that stage out there? It was ready. And I thought to myself, that is going to be the coolest. But, here we are, and this has been a great night, hasn't it? It's been a great night. And, there's much we can gripe and complain about, but we all got blessings, don't we? We got so many blessings. We're going to end tonight with this song, Count Your Blessings. Name them one by one. Amen. When the thought is filled, you are dead as songs. If you are discouraged, thinking all is lost, count your many blessings, name them one by one, and it will surprise you what the Lord has done. Now watch this. Count your blessings, name them one by one. Count your blessings, sing all the time. Count your blessings one by one. Count your many blessings, see what God has done. If you're heavy laden with the load of care, and the crossings heavy you are called to bear, count your many blessings, every now will fly, and you will keep singing as the days go by. Count your blessings, they one and one by one. Count your blessings, sing we all what God has done. Count your blessings one by one. Count your many blessings, see what God has done. Count your blessings, we'll name them one by one. Count your blessings, see what God has done. Count your blessings one by one. Count your many blessings, see what God has done. Father, it's been good to be here with these dear folks. Thank you for your many blessings. Thank you for all you've done for us. Thank you for each person that's come out tonight. We can't begin to praise you for a great time we've had with these dear people. Father, I can't pretend to know all the needs represented in this room, but you know each need. You know the needs from heart needs, to body needs, to physical needs, to spiritual needs, to financial needs. So Father, would you just wrap your arms of love about these dear people? May they feel your presence in a special way tonight. Give each person traveling mercies as they go across the highways back to their homes tonight. Thank you for letting us, for One Quartet, be here and worship these dear people. In your precious holy name. Amen. God bless you guys. Please stop by and say hi to the guys. Pick up all of our CDs. I don't want to take them home. Thank you. God bless you. Hopefully we'll see you next year. Thank you.